Hello, my berries. It's me again, and let's talk about dating after 40. Yeah, as you can see, my shirt, which is very appropriate for this topic, I have issues. And I'm going to have to do this in levels because I already know that this topic can go on and on and on and on. I don't know if some of you know, but I've been married twice. And, I have a few girlfriends that have never been married. And I tell them, do not complain because you don't want to be a part of this club of, I have two ex-husbands, or I have my first husband and my third husband and my fourth. And, some of y'all can just go on and on and on. But regardless of how many husbands or wives or boyfriends or girlfriends you've had, everyone wants to be accepted. Let's just face it, everyone wants to be accepted. Hold on one second, I gotta get this TV turned down, it's very loud. But anyway, so like I said, I'm gonna go to like different levels. So this is probably gonna be a part one of Let's Talk About Dating After 40. The first thing is, like I said, everybody wants to be accepted. Let's just face it, that's just the truth. Everybody wants to be accepted. And everyone wants love. Well, I don't want to say everyone wants love, but I think it's kind of like human nature of wanting to be accepted, regardless if it's a mom's group, a dad's group, a church group, could be a group at work, or whatever. Everybody wants to be accepted in one way or another. Now, okay, my first marriage lasted 10 years. My second marriage lasted like a year and maybe 6 months. And I know two totally different spectrums, end of the spectrum. First husband, 2 children, home, everything's, well, I felt wonderful. Second marriage, I think it's something I rushed into because I knew the person previously, at least I thought I did, and it just didn't work out. So from that point on, I have been single most of my life, as I stated in the last Let's Talk About It video. I have been single for a while. My first marriage ended in, I want to say, we were married in, golly, at one time you can have all this stuff in your head, now you can't remember. Okay, we were married in 1991, the first marriage, and then it ended in 2001. And then the second marriage, I believe, like 2004, I was married, so it ended in somewhere in 2005. So for 6 years, basically, I have been single. Since I've been single that long, I have dated. Like, I didn't just, sit and just let things go by, or I was so hurt that I didn't want anybody, or I didn't want to get hurt. So it's kind of this thing, though, where when you're dating in your 40s, you have this, all of us have this baggage that we try not to bring to another relationship, but sometimes it just happens that way. And you really don't want it to happen like that, but it just does. You may be something that your partner that you're dating or whatever is doing something, and you're like, ooh, Lord, that remind me of so-and-so when he used to do, and this one might do, so I ain't gonna fall for it, and all that kind of stuff. So, you have to kind of let go of that baggage. And I have to say that it has been a trial and error on my part. It really has. And I think I've gotten so much better at it that I know, for one, that I'm not going to settle for anything just so I can say I'm married or I have a boyfriend. I mean, I've dated on and off, some last 3 months, some 6 months, some 8 months. It's been a spectrum. And, I know a lot of people, and I know you single people out there, you're probably like, oh, God, but you hate being around all your married friends or all your married family members. Me, personally, I don't. Because I'm going to tell you like this, and I tell everybody, I'm single. I'm supposed to date. All you married people, I can't help it if you can't go out and do what I do. I can't help it if you can't pick your, you're in the position to pick your partner. again, and I am, and I don't want to say it's a blessing, but maybe it is a blessing because the first two didn't work out. Okay, move on. We don't dwell, you move on. And so for myself, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm single, and single people date, and that's what I'm doing, but I'm not going to settle. I refuse to settle just to say, like I said, I'm married or did I have a partner. Now, the first level of dating after 40 that I want to talk about, and I'm not no expert because I'm not married or anything. I'm just out here dating. I have done online dating. I have been set up by friends and family members. I have met people in bars. I have met people, just out and about. You happen to see somebody and they're attracted to you and they speak to you. So I've dated in all ways, in all different types of ways. But what I want to talk about is the type of person. The type of person that everybody thinks they should be with. Like for myself, I probably wouldn't have a problem dating a 6 foot tall African American that's a doctor, as my one of my girlfriends told me this afternoon. This afternoon she told me, she said, you wouldn't have a problem dating somebody like that because you wouldn't have a problem bringing that person home to your family and they'd be like, oh yep, that's the type of person you're supposed to be with. But what if I meet a Caucasian gentleman and he's 10 years younger than I am? That's where sometimes we cut ourselves off. And I'm going to be honest, at first I think I was cutting myself off. But now, y'all, I've dated I won't say all types. I've dated African American, I've dated Caucasian, and I've dated Hispanic. And I've actually had relationships with Hispanics and African American. I haven't had a long-term relationship with the Caucasian, but it's not out of the question. I've had, I've dated Caucasians as far as, like trying to get to know them and see if we want to move to that next level. So I don't have a problem with it, but I hate for people to be narrow-minded, but I don't want you to settle either. I don't want you to just marry a white person because they're nice to you and da-da-da. So don't settle, but be open. I just think you should be open to different types of people. What if I bring in a 50-year-old Hispanic guy that's the same height as I am, and maybe he's blue collar or whatever. And then you're probably like, so what if he blue collar? Blue collar men make money. Yes, they do. But some families are like, no, dear. We only want white collar workers in our family. And some people have to deal with that. Regardless if you want to believe it or not. Some people have to deal with their families. And this is where your mindset has to open up and say to yourself, see, I hope this hair is not messing up. That's when you have to say to yourself, this is my life. So basically, dating after 40, like I said, it's going to be different levels that we're going to talk about. And this first one is to don't be so narrow-minded when it comes to the type of person that approaches you or that you find attractive. I know I've ran into a few guys that are Caucasian that says, God, I love black women, but... And that but is normally not about how, how can I say, how everybody says, oh, black females, you guys have attitudes and all that. It's not about that. They love that. They love the way that we are. But it's like sometimes it has something to do with their family. I don't think I can bring you home to mommy and daddy. And sometimes you have to weigh, okay, does my love life, should it, do I have to weigh it against my family? Which one is more important? And so sometimes you have to really think. But see, I don't want to go into a different subject. I'm just going to stick right here with the type of person. There's this book, and let me grab it really. Here's a book that I bought from Amazon.com. I haven't finished it, But it kind of sums up what we're talking about. He's just not your type, and that's a good thing. Because basically it's trying to tell you, well, here it is right here, how to find love in the least expected places, or on the with the least expected person. I mean, there may be a guy at your job that's digging you, that's or in your office building, that he sees you and he maybe speaks to you a whole conversation, and you're thinking, oh, this man is this, and he's this, and he's not my type. Because y'all know how we can do. We got these lists. Oh, he need to be like this. He got to make this. He got to drive this. He got to own this, and he got to be in this neighborhood. He got to have this many kids if he been previous married. Well, he can't have no kids at all. Stop it. Stop it, and just let love find you. And just think back to when you were in your 20s. Love seemed so simple and so easy. And maybe we were naive. I don't know. But we didn't have any baggage from previous relationships that hurt us so. And we didn't have all these expectations. And then, see, I'm about to go into something else, but I'm trying to stick right here. Is take the blinders off. Explore. See. It's your life. Other people have had love. And another thing about this dating thing. Watch the people that you talk to about your relationships and who you dating. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes a person can deter you. Like you can have this idea like, oh my God, this guy was great. I know what kind of connection we had when we met. I know what we talked about. But then somebody like, girl, now that ain't about to work. Because he's not this, and he's not that, and he's not this, and he's not that. He don't go to the same church you go to, or he don't, just see for yourself. Stop including so many people in on your relationships, and see for yourself. I mean, it's okay, of course, to talk to your girlfriend and say, "Ooh, girl, guess who I met?" But and you can tell them about the person that you met and all that kind of stuff. But good. That's all I can say. Don't tell all your business. That's between you and that man, or you and that woman. Don't be telling them all your business, because you just have to be careful. And see, I'm about to go into another subject. There's going to be a lot of different subjects. I'm going to have to write some of this stuff down while it's fresh in my mind. But basically, the first thing that we're talking about today is the type of person that you think you're supposed to be with, so you shut everybody else out. Okay? So, I'm talking to you. Yes, I'm talking to you, and you know who you are, who feel like you can only date a certain type of person. But if that's what you're attracted to, now don't get me wrong, attraction and attraction to a certain type of person, that's fine. But don't necessarily kick that other person to the curb that actually is showing you that they have some type of, they're attracted to you, that they got, they have something there, that they're looking at you and they're talking to you every day and they're attracted to you, and you're like, that ain't gonna work. I mean, just see. What is it gonna hurt to see? You ain't dating nobody anyway. That's why you're listening to my video. I mean, right now, this, time that right now, I am single. And I am wishing, hoping, and praying that I can take that single status off of me. I really do want to date. I want to date, but I don't want to just date. I actually want to court. And that's another subject all in itself. We'll talk about that too. But I actually want that one person that when everybody sees me coming, they know he's there. I'm not tired of being just a mother duck with her two little ducklings behind her everywhere she goes. But, y'all, it's just nice to be able to talk and have that romance in your life at this age, and especially this time of year. Ooh, don't tell me I'm not the only one that's lonely right now. Shoot. It's hard, but, also too, I want to get married again. Yes, I've been married twice, and God dog it, I'll make it 3 times if that's it, if that's what I'm supposed to do, if that's my lot in life, But there's times you get tired. You don't want to go to the grocery store and pick up the milk. If he already on his way home and he passes by the grocery store, and the same thing with you men. If she by the grocery, let her pick up the, you get tired sometimes and you just want to be able to lean on someone else. And that's, to me, what a real good partner is about. So open your eyes. I mean, oh, this is one thing I wanted to tell you. Okay, how many of you have gone to a Christmas party or any type of like function where the spouses are invited, okay? And the person that you work with, your coworker, you see them every day and you kind of picture in your mind like what type of person they have. And then when they show up at the party, you're like, oh my God. You were like, I never thought this person does, would date this type of person. I never done. It's just weird, right? So if these people have done it and they have people that, in their life that you would never think they would be with, married, dated, or anything like that, you can do the same thing. Who says you can't walk in with an Asian? I'm black, and then I'm walking in with an Asian guy. If that Asian guy gonna treat me right and romance me, and I can romance him, what's the problem? I'm grown. Remember, we are over 40. And for some of you that are not over 40 and close to 40, or you're looking for your love too, you grown, okay? Everybody else done had their lot in life. They done did what they wanted to do. They're with who they want to be with. Well, at least someone say they are. They're with who they want to be with. So it's our time, and we're single. So go out and let it be fun. Don't be so closed-minded, to different types of people. And I'm talking to myself too, because sometimes, I get to thinking, ooh, what would my family think if they knew I was, or what would they think if I brought this person to the dinner? Or what if they, I'm grown. And I'm not saying that like nobody else matters, but if this person makes me happy, then what's the problem? Because that's what you're after. And I'm not saying, okay, when I have somebody, then I'll be happy. No, I'm happy with my life right now. I mean, I have a good time. I really do. I enjoy my life. I enjoy what I have, and I enjoy trying to get it and trying to get some more. But, and I'm not going to let this is going to be a long video. I don't want it to be. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is open your horizon. And now, the juicy part. For all you guys that are watching, and if, this type of thing that I'm talking about, like this type of person, if you know of somebody that they may be hitting on you and talking to you and pulling you to the side and stuff like that, comment below. Let's see if I'm hitting on the right thing, and then keep us updated. Let us know, and you can do a video response. I don't think I've ever had anyone do a video response to any of my videos. So if you want to do a video response, and let us know, what are you going through? And if anybody has any more subjects on, any subtopics on this subject, let me know and I'll address that stuff too next week. So each week I'm going to bring this Let's Talk About It. So this time we're talking about your type of person that you think you should have, but let's think outside the box. Let's not, just, okay, well, it's got to be the same race. It's got to be, 2 point so many years older or younger than me, and she's got to be like this, and she's got to be slim, and she's got, again, I'm not talking about attraction, but I am talking about the type of person that you think you should bring home to mama. May not necessarily be the person that's out there for you, so let's open up your thinking. So comment below. Let me know. You'd be like, well, you know what? It is this gentleman that is like this, and I never would think that I would be with that type of person. Or there is this lady that I am, I've been wanting to kind of holler at, and I don't know if I'm going to be her type, but you'll never know until you speak up, and that's the whole thing. And you just never know. You just never know who you're going to run into. You may be eyeballing this person that you think, and then this other person over here is eyeballing you, but you're not paying no attention. So pay attention. Pay attention, guys. And ooh, I can't wait to see the comments below. I can't wait till they start pinging me in my inbox and you guys are like, oh my God, yes, you're hitting on it, you're hitting on it. So again, let me go. I gotta cook. Well, you know, I'm probably not gonna cook, to be honest with you. The children came in, I came in from work and they were like, what are you cooking for dinner? I'm like, y'all been home all day on Christmas break. Y'all should be cooking for me. But they did have the house clean and they got the house set up for Christmas Eve because we're having Christmas Eve here at the house. So they did set up everything and I don't have to do anything except for maybe straighten up my room a little bit and that's it. So I might cook them a little something. I think they earned it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off. I will talk to you guys later. And don't forget to comment below. Bye. May God bless you.